welcome to a brand new episode of Booking with Mommy and Nigel. Wait a minute, Nigel. I feel like today is a really, really big, important day, but I can't remember what is so special about today. What is so special about today, Nigel?
Today is election day.
Election day? Are you serious?
Yeah, November the 3rd.
Oh my gosh. Well, I think it's a good thing we voted already, right? Yeah, we did. We voted. Nigel and I got out and voted this Saturday to do some early voting. But today, for Booking with Mommy and Nigel and I want to share a really, really special story about a man who changed the world. I wonder who that man could be. Wait a minute.
It starts with a B.
Wait a second. Are we reading this book behind you, Nigel? Oh.
Ah!
Who's this guy?
Oh, that's Barack Obama.
Oh, this is Barack Obama. Wow. And who is Barack Obama? I think he sounds familiar.
He used to be the president of the United States.
He did. Why don't we read to find out more about him? Because I think he probably was more than just a president, right? All right. Without further ado, let's get to it. Barack. Written by Jonah and illustrated by A.G. Ford.
Let's see how the story goes.
Oh, let's go this way. Looking back, it's hard to believe how far he has come. The man whose name the world now knows, Barack Obama. This is a journey that began in many places.
Yes.
It began in Kansas, home of Barack's mother. It began in Africa, home of Barack's father. It began in Hawaii, one moonlit night, the night Barack was born.
Dun, dun, dun.
Sometimes it was a sad journey. When Barack was just a toddler, his father moved far away. Sometimes it was an enchanted journey. When Barack was only 6 years old, his mother brought him to Indonesia to live with her new husband. For young Barack, Indonesia was a most exotic land. His stepfather kept an ape as a pet and 2 crocodiles. But it wasn't all wonderful in Indonesia. There was poverty unlike anything Barack's young eyes had ever seen.
And sometimes Barack felt very out of place. Who am I? He wondered.
Surrounded
by his
Indonesian
classmates. He looked different from them. He spoke a different language. His
birthplace
was thousands of miles away.
Where
do I belong? These were the questions Barack would ask again and again on this most unusual journey. But when the journey brought him back to Hawaii,
loving, who took good care of him until and after the thankful day his mother returned to Hawaii Barak could not stop imagining what his father's homeland, Kenya, must be like. On the other side of the world, there were half-brothers, half-sisters, aunts, uncles. They wore different clothes. They spoke a different language. And yet, they were his family. In Chicago, where his job was helping poor people help themselves and helping them for very little pay. Some people thought he was too young, too privileged to ever understand their poverty.
A lot of people do. Sometimes it was a lonely journey. What am I'm doing?
What am I doing here?
What am I doing here? He often wondered with.
Gotta read louder.
He often wondered with the cold
Chicago
wind in his face. Slowing him down, pushing him back, but he didn't give up.
Mm-hmm.
For
How?
Somehow
his journey had led him to Trinity Church, surrounded by the people from his neighborhood. Oh, including many he had helped. And there, swept up in the waves of their singing, with tears on his cheeks, he knew why he was there. He knew who he was, and he knew where he belonged. Oh, can you read this one?
He was there in
Chicago
because he cared about
these
people. They were his family people. In
Kenya
were his family.
Indonesia
were his family, and
no
matter where he was, the world was his home.
Mm-hmm.
And who he was could be
summed
up in one word:
lovable. Oh, let's share this picture again. When you learn to love yourself, you make it easier for others to love you. This is what happened to Barak. who started climbing a ladder of popularity that led him to a seat in the Illinois State Senate. And then up further to the U.S. Senate? He arrived here during a dark time in American history. All across America, people were losing their jobs, losing their houses, losing their sense of hope. Many people were tired of a war that had gone on too long. They were tired of fighting with their neighbors over politics. They were just tired. Hi, Chief. In an earlier age, there had been hope. There had been a man named Martin Luther King Jr. who had spoken with a passion of his hope for better days. He had said, "I have a dream that my 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character." And on the horizon, at the dawn of a new age, there appeared a man who would be the embodiment of King's dream. A presidential candidate whose very being was a bridge that joined nations. Here was a man who spoke of hope and change, whose strong words lifted up the downhearted people and made them believe that the world was not beyond repair. Here was a man whose journey had brought him to cheering rallies all around America, including one in Birmingham, Alabama. Birmingham was a place where policemen had once turned fire hoses on African Americans who for many years were made to sit at the back of the bus, drink from separate drinking fountains, watch as their churches were burned to the ground, and here, right here,
this great man spoke in a beautiful voice about
his own
his own dreams to bringing people together,
overcoming
our differences, not just in America, but all around the whole world. Here, right here, in this country with its
history of slavery and racism, a man named Barack Obama became the first African American president in the United States history because he refused to let other people tell him who he was or where he belonged. Because once again, his journey was just the beginning. The end. Wow. Barack Obama's story was inspiring. Did you learn anything new about Barack when you read this book?
Yeah.
What'd you learn that was new? What was something that you didn't know? You know what I didn't know? I didn't know that he had a pet ape and 2 crocodiles as a little boy. That's kind of cool, right?
I never knew that.
I don't think we can have 2 crocodiles in our house. What do you think? No, probably not. You probably can't have 2 crocodiles in your house either. Yeah. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us today and sharing this amazing story about Barack Obama on this important day of elections. Please, if you have not voted, please make sure that you guys get out there and vote today. Parents, take the children with you. It's such an amazing experience to have your whole family out there voting with you and letting your children see the importance of voting, making your voice count, rocking that vote. Oh.
And also subscribe and give us a lot of likes.
Oh, Nigel said give us a lot of likes. So that means that you have to tell your friends, and then they have to tell their friends, and then they have to tell their friends, and then they have to tell their friends. And before you know it, everyone's friends will be watching Booking with Mommy and Nigel.
Like how that ad of that cheeseburger.
Oh, okay. Eat a cheeseburger while watching Booking with Mommy and Nigel. Bye, guys.